Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of On the Table. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Chimweka, or simply Chimweka. Let me know where you're watching this show from. Great show I have lined up ahead. I'll be hosting the photographer and diplomat, the controversial photographer slash diplomat, all the way from Brazil. Chella Tukuta will be joining me virtually today. And we'll talk about the different controversies that have been going on. And this is despite him actually being a diplomat. And I don't know if he's gonna be comfortable talking about the whole diplomat side, but we have to do what we have to do, and you just know me. We have to ask the questions that really do matter. And that's what's coming up on the show today. But also, we'll also take a look at what's happening from the musical side. And yes, Steve.
Welcome there.
Yes. How can we help you? Because do you know about him?
Oh.
No, I don't.
No, I've just, I want to do something for you.
Look familiar, actually. I've seen you. Yeah, I think I've seen you.
Let me do something as you work. Just do your thing. I want to
something
you.
like what?
I think you'll see when I'm done. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah,
it seems like you guys are up to something. I know the team is up to something.
Otherwise,
it's like painting.
yeah, as usual. You know my thing.
Okay.
Oh my God, I got beside that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Let's continue with our show.
Okay. You guys are just always full of surprises. So, anyway, I guess that's a painting that's about to be done. I don't know how that's gonna work, but let's see how. So how? Because I'll be speaking to Chella in a bit, so I don't know how we're gonna go about it. So I guess you
You'll be
do.
painting as we talk.
Oh, you be okay. So you'll be painting as I talk, and you'll be done by then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about me. I need just a little bit of your time. Then I'm good.
Okay. Here's what's coming up on the show today. Allow me to welcome the one and only Chella Tukuta.
I'm sorry to use these examples. Have you ever found me talk about Esther Tungu? Most of the people I would talk about are social media bullies.
Why are you choosing a childish way of going about your form of entertainment?
I don't owe anyone motivation or inspiration.
Some people are calling for your firing because of your controversy. What's your comment on that?
I'm gonna leave because I didn't come to discuss that.
No, but you see, Chella, we cannot run away.
I didn't come to discuss that. Bye, Chimweka.
But it's part of entertainment. So that's what you can look out for on today's edition of On the Table. But let's get straight into it. My first guest is a Zambian diplomat. He is serving as communications secretary in Brazil, and he's also a photographer. And is one not to shy away from controversy, despite his current position in diplomatic service. Allow me to welcome the one and only Chella Tukuta. How are you doing, my brother?
I am good, Chimweka, but the introduction though, okay. I'm good. Good. I will run away.
Unless there's any lie. The Zambian diplomat part, is that the lie? Which part of it is not?
But yeah, I'm Chella Tukuta here, the photographer.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get straight to it. I mean, it's been almost a year of you being in Brazil. What's been the experience like over there?
Well, I don't look. Chimweka, I'm here to discuss that.
No. It's just you telling us, life there. Not sure. Not.
The experience has been good. The experience has been great. I can't complain. Yeah, the experience has been great, and I'm very happy. The experience has been great. Amazing experience, actually. Yeah.
How often do you miss home back here in Zambia?
Okay. I miss mostly my kids. And though we are always talking on, they like WhatsApp video calls and stuff. So the gap hasn't really been felt that much. But and already the year has gone by very fast, and very soon, early October, I'll be in Zambia. So
I mean, coming back early October, aren't you a bit worried with everything that has been going on social media and everything, that people will be waiting for you at the airport and wanting to attack Chella Tukuta for everything he's been saying?
but Chella was in Zambia, you never did. So, okay. Chimweka, I'll ask you a question. What has really changed about Chella, the Chella that you knew?
Well, the fact that obviously now you've added more people seemingly to your enemy list. You have got a number of people
Which enemy?
who
I
have
don't have enemies.
increased. You keep
Chimweka, I don't have
speaking
enemies.
against.
Get it right. I don't have enemies. If they want to be my enemies, then they choose to be my enemies. This is entertainment. And the entertainment industry must be understood that it's an entertainment industry. When you're in the entertainment industry, right, which you know for sure, Chimweka, that I'm a part of, right? Being a photographer and an artist and a creative, the entertainment industry comes with its own, space, the way people operate in the entertainment industry. So that's what people don't really get, and maybe that's why it's not really growing, even in going international, because people are too much in the 2011, 2010, 1999. Yeah.
Let me also find this out from you. Even with you being in the diplomatic space, have you been given any limitations, any do's and don'ts, especially with your involvement in the entertainment industry? Because one would think you give that side of you up and focus on your diplomatic work.
Chimweka, I'll ask you: is the Facebook page Chella Tukuta? When did it start existing?
Obviously, it's been there for some time. It's been there for some time. That's everyone knows that.
Okay, so now here's the thing: is Chimweka Diamond TV and Chimweka at home or at Radio Phoenix the same Chimweka? Oh yeah, it's the same Chimweka as a person. But should I interview you that, okay, Chimweka, Diamond TV, is a media house, Phoenix is a media house. Oh, okay, I think we need to understand each other's dynamisms and dynamics, So I think to bring in that topic and all those things is a bit how can I put it, absurd, because you need to differentiate this person in an office and this person on the lighter note and on the entertainment side. So I think we need to separate that.
But you see,
listen, am I carrying out the duties that I've been asked to carry out? I'm carrying out.
But you see, the way things work, even if you use that example, I'll use a very bad example, but it will work still in the same way. If, for example, myself, I do it in my own capacity and I, for example, rape somebody, definitely it's going to affect my work. I'm likely to get suspended because this is public perception and I interact with the public. We've seen this happen internationally where somebody does something, they get fired for what they did in their personal capacity, and you are a public servant. You're working for the government of the Republic of Zambia. So whatever you do, whether it's in the office or not, affects your work.
Look, I didn't come to discuss that, and I'm gonna leave this because I didn't come to discuss that.
No, but you see, Chella, one thing that's...
I'm gonna leave because I didn't come to discuss that.
No, but you see, Chella, we cannot run away.
I didn't come to discuss that. Bye, Chimweka.
No, wait, listen, Chella.
Bye, Chimweka.
But it's part of entertainment. He's cut the interview, right? Yeah. I don't know if he's joking or is being for real. Let me try to call him. Again. Chella, very unpredictable. My phones are here. But how far has Kelly gone with the... So get to... Sorry, I was not expecting that. So But after the break, we'll try to get a hold of Chella. Hopefully, you'll come back and speak with us. If not, then we'll just carry on with Kelly coming up after the break. Stick around. Welcome back to On the Table. Well, the good news is we managed to get a hold of Chella, and well, I guess we have to stick to certain conversations that he's comfortable with. Let's carry on, Chella, as we stick to entertainment, isn't it?
Yes.
And according to you, everything that you do on social media, what people come across, for you, that's just your way of entertaining the audience.
Well, it's also part of educating and informing. Okay? So, Chimweka, I know you and I have always had interviews. We've always had, you've interviewed me a number of times, and I think you know me. You should know me better than most of the people, actually. I think so, because I remember from as way back as like 2016, 2017, Yeah. So you should know Chella better, So yeah, but yeah.
But it seems like people don't agree with your form of entertainment, because it involves you sort of making fun of other people when it comes to either their appearance or what they do. It feels like you're degrading other people in your forms of entertainment, and that's why others don't seem to agree with you.
Chimweka, from the time I've been on, let me give you this example. Let me tell you this. When you're a public figure, for example, the way you dress, what you wear, from your head to your toe, people will discuss it, because you're a public figure and you attract attention. Okay? So, if, for example, I talk about Chimweka's dressing or whatever it is as a public figure, and you are a public figure, you are supposed to be talked about, then stop being a celebrity, stop being famous. Simple. Those people that don't want to be talked about, look, you, Chimweka, know that people have always called me Meno. Call it whatever it is, you can name it. They've called me all sorts of names and things like that. Have you ever heard me, and say, hey, social media bullying, I'm being bullied, blah, 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 blah. There are people who even start calling me that I haven't even said anything to them or said anything about them, but they will say, I just look at it and I'm like, oh, okay. When you wear something, people will say, wait, that stuff you wear me. What? And all those things. They will call your pictures orange, yellow, paprika, mention it. It's okay. That's what the entertainment industry is about. That's the life we chose, to be public, in the public space. That's what it means to be in the public space.
But at the same time, Chella, as somebody who's in the public eye, you know that at the end of the day, in as much as you're in the public eye, you are a human being. You've got feelings behind that phone, behind those keyboards. You have an actual life and you have feelings. And when people talk bad about you, people are different. Maybe for you, you've gotten used to it, you don't mind. But there are people out there who have feelings and they get hurt. So don't you think about that in your form of entertainment?
No, look at this. Chimweka, when you find me talk about people on social media, and let me clarify this, most of the people I will talk about are social media bullies, okay, who play victim when others talk about them, okay? So, someone, and here is the thing, I think you need to be very, very thing on social media. I am one person who, who takes some time to check through what's happening on social media, what's trending, what's going on, and stuff like that. You'll find that there are so-called celebrities in Zambia who will, like, call out on their fans and call them hey, this, disrespect their fans. You get the point? You understand? Now, those fans don't have the numbers they have. Okay? Or you will find that this person who is being talked about or who is being attacked doesn't respond, but we have seen that this person is indirectly attacking that person. And when you come out and say this is not correct, they cry foul. No, he's fighting us. No. Look, here's the thing. He who comes to justice must come with clean hands. If you're gonna come, you will never find me. I'm sorry to use these examples. Have you ever found me talk about Esther Chungu? No. Why? Because you will never find Esther Chungu demeaning other women, for example, or disrespecting her fans or whatever, or things like that. No. Me, I am this person who will, when I see that Chimweka is being attacked, I will see between lines and say, no. This person talking this about Chimweka is not in order, because I know Chimweka, and then I'll come to your defense. Okay?
But where also do you draw the line when it comes to you speaking in support of these people and taking some of their battles? Because some of them don't even take time to respond. We can use case in point here. If we talk about the whole Yomaps, Kidist situation, that seems to be a back and forth among you people with DJ Kandeke. It seems from what we're getting is that you're doing that in defense of Mwizukanji, who has been quiet about this matter. But why do you think you need to take the responsibility on speaking on other people's behalf when they can do that on their own? People who have the numbers compared to maybe those who don't.
No, but let me tell you this. Mwizukanji is my friend. I talk to Mwizukanji, okay? And at times I've asked her to defend herself, but that's not who she is. And sometimes when it's too much, I'll tell you what, the Mwizukanji issue, I've always watched it. Let me give an example of the people you mentioned. The last time that that lady was attacked, Kidist, by that Mutambo girl, okay? I saw it was too much, and I defended Kidist, okay? And I said, no, I think this is too much, okay? I defended her. I defended the same Yomaps, okay? Defended them and stuff. No, say leave them and stuff like that. But why can't, because you've seen that being attacked by someone is not right, so you should not do the same to the other person. So for me, this is where you need to read between lines and see to say, I have always, I don't just take sides anyhow, no. And I don't just come out and just say, oh, this one, you are this. And sometimes, you see, some people take it too personal. Like, for example, I just said, this person must not come to social media that they are holier than thou. The next thing, the same person blows it out of proportion and goes harder. So even as we go harder.
So meaning in entertainment, there's no such thing as being the bigger person. For the sake of entertainment, there's no such thing as being a bigger person. You have to respond and clap back.
Hey, Chimweka, let me tell you why. Okay, if you follow the Trevor Noahs, you follow the Beyonces, the Kim Kardashians, mention them and stuff like that. You need to understand that when you choose to be in the public domain, in the public light, there is a certain life you are choosing. There is a certain life you have chosen. So if you want to be in the public light, famous, but lead a certain quiet life, then you should never talk about others. Focus on your own things. So the moment you bring about these controversial things, topics, blah, 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 people will take you the controversy way. Okay? So the question I'm going to ask you is, who has ever attacked? Okay, I don't know, I could be wrong. Who has ever attacked Chimweka and just walking up and say, hey, Chimweka, this. Tell me.
But here's the thing, so Chella, don't you think that also reputation matters?
I want you to answer me. Who has ever woken up and just said, Chimweka, hey, this, and they've just chosen to attack Chimweka?
So obviously, Chella, if you want me to answer questions, you can invite me for an interview in Brazil, and I can answer questions from over there. But you've agreed to come on my interview, so I'm not asking the questions. But let's also talk about issues of reputation, because this also comes back to you. And for some people, what's coming out is that, why are you choosing a childish way of going about your form of entertainment?
What is childish?
Just first of all, the type of humor you're making, the names you're giving, you're belittling people, and all of that.
Chimweka, let me tell you. let me tell you this. Well, you know, sometimes we don't attack the messenger. Like you say that people have asked, you say that, okay, why am I choosing the childish way of entertainment? The question is, that's why I've asked to say what is childish. But anyway, for those that see it as childish, the question is, why are they on social media and following me, a childish person? So if I'm childish and you think I'm childish, well, look, let me tell you this about social media. Follow the people that you think bring about things that make you grow. Or if you don't like Chella, leave. Simple. It's as good as that. If you don't like Chella, leave. If you don't like this person, leave. If you like this person, stay. If you don't like them, move. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't owe anyone a motivation or inspiration. No. Inspire yourself, motivate yourself. I have my own weaknesses. I have my own strengths. I have always been a photographer. I have always been who I am. You know, I speak, and I'll tell you this. I say things as they are. I say things that people are scared to say. People are dying inside. I just bring them out to say, look. And when you observe, most of the time, you should also take time to look at those people who will support Chella. Don't look at the other ones because you're interested in seeing the negative being said about Chella. But look at also those who will tell you to say, Chella says the truth. Chella speaks out for us who don't have the courage to speak out.
So in a nutshell, you're willing to...
You as a middle person, I don't expect you to take sides with people that are saying Chella is childish, but you should also look at the people saying who are reasoning, because I've received messages, I've received phone calls, and some people, when they analyze some of them, they will say, you know, they'll look at a different angle. Others look at it from a different angle. And so you need, as the person who has called me to this your interview also, next time, don't come to me and tell me because you have heard, no, these people are saying Chella is childish. No, look at also the people that are saying Chella comes to the defense of those who fail to defend themselves. There is always the bad and the good. So
okay, to be fair, from your observation, which one stands out more? Are you getting more people criticizing you doing this, or are you getting more people loving what you're doing?
No, I'll tell you what, there is more people there is a lot of people, even if you check comments and stuff like that. Okay?
Is this from your Facebook page? Are you talking about general blogs? Where are you basing, what are you using to measure this?
Here's the thing, let me tell you. On my page,
because obviously on your page, they will love you. They will love you on your page.
Other blogs I see, but also on other blogs, it depends. If someone wants to grow their numbers, they know that when we go the negative way and we talk about Chella Tukuta on my page, it's gonna grow. Okay? So there's other blogs that will defend Chella. Look at, for example, Zambia Report. Okay? If you check Zambia Report, they have been very fair, in my opinion. They get what this person wrote and what this person wrote, they put it, okay? You go on other blogs as well, you will find that different. Others will say, Chella is wrong. Chella is this. It's okay, that's their opinion. Another blog will be in defense of Chella, that's their opinion. So that is what life is about, is supposed to be. So if you're gonna focus just on those that are saying the negative about Chella, and not also look at these ones who are saying the positive.
Let's also look at, there's two last things that I'd like to discuss with you before we conclude. Number one, you say you do this for the sake of entertainment. And even when you're leaving, you're saying part of what you do in Brazil is promote what's happening in Zambia as far as entertainment is concerned. I saw some videos of you even playing Your Maps' music in Brazil and dancing to that and getting other people to dance. You spoke about that before you left. But then others would argue that our entertainment business here, or industry, if you like, is quite small to handle division and enmity. So how do you think this can work, where you have people who side with this person and side with that person, but it's really a small entertainment fraternity that we have in the country?
The entertainment industry in Zambia is no longer small. People make it small. Okay? The entertainment industry in Zambia has grown. Looking at the fact that people can have 1,500,000 followers, 900,000 followers, above a million, 1.4, 1.5 million, 2 million followers. The fact that they can have millions of followers and we can have millions of Zambians on the social media, it means that it's no longer small. Because back in the days, we never used to see these numbers. Now, let me tell you this. I did not discuss your maps, for example. Okay? I disagreed with what his madam said. Then when I disagreed with what she said, he was probably misinformed and made a comeback that was not correct. You understand? So here is the thing. You as Chimweka, you are at work. You are working or you are doing something. Your madam at home posts something and you disagree with her. And it's on Chellah's page. And now she becomes a victim. She feels to say, what I said probably was wrong, but this guy has attacked me. She feels attacked and she comes to you, babe, this person has attacked me. Look at this post, without you listening or watching what your madam did. So you now start attacking Chella without understanding what led to that. So you begin to attack and throw about jabs and things like that without getting the background of whatever it is. That is what was about this topic, this thing you talked about. Mm. When you say Chella divides the industry or whatever it is, right? Let me tell you this. Believe you me, I watch or have seen the Nigerian industry grow. Okay? Of course, you can say they've got a lot of numbers and things like that and and stuff like that. The only way we're gonna get also the attention as the Zambian in music industry or whatever entertainment industry is when people are being talked about and being discussed. Now, let me tell you, in life, for me as a person, I have received both negative and positive publicity. Okay? So, one thing you need to learn and to understand is that there is no such a thing called as bad publicity. The moment you choose to take bad publicity or negative publicity in the with a positive eye, you're gonna go far. Okay? I have traveled the world as a photographer. Now, how has me being controversial sometimes affected my business? When I was a photographer, it never affected my business. I had more people booking. If I put up Chimweka, if I put up today on Facebook, you should follow this. I'm gonna put up something and say photos when I come, 300 kwacha for photos. I'll be in this place. That place will be packed. People will come and want to take photos for 300 kwacha with Chella Tukuta.
Okay, interesting way to look at it.
This guy filled a stadium because there are people who said you can't fill up the stadium. The moment they say he can't fill up the stadium, those people want to be intrigued and say, let's see if he can't fill up the stadium. I will go and witness whether he can't fill up the stadium.
Okay, so Chella, let's do this. Let's look at the way forward now. On what's going to happen, because I mean you've justified, you've explained your point and validated why this tends to happen. But going forward, some people are calling for your firing because of your controversy. What's your comment on that?
Look, if people say, "Oh, Chella should be fired" or whatever it is, let me tell you this. What people don't understand is that, and I'll tell you what, very honestly and frankly, I have never suffered in my life. Okay? I have never suffered. Right? My kids, for example, have always been going to the best schools before and after. There's nothing that has really changed to say, oh, okay, what, right? And let me tell you this. The problem with people is that they think that I don't know how I can put this, but they don't understand that there are people who can still make it regardless of whatever situation. Okay? So if people say fire Chella and Chella is fired, Chella tomorrow after being fired, for example, will be in London or will be in South Africa shooting. Okay? Life will continue. Life goes on. I can resign, I can stop work and go back and do my own things. There is a life. As I have got cameras, if I stopped being a photographer, I'm a photographer. That will never change. Chimweka, let me ask you this question. You would never come to my studio if I stopped being in this job. Would you tell me that you'd never come to my studio? You will come to my studio. Okay? What are you following in my studio? It's the work that Chella does. Okay? Tomorrow, Chella, and look, let me put it this way again, and I'm gonna be very categorical about this as well. Most people get jealous for things they don't even know and understand. Okay? And I'll tell you what, I would be glad if people want to say, hey, Chella, hey, remove him, blah, blah, blah. I'll go back. They'll still be jealous of me even in the private sector, because even in the private sector, some people were jealous. I will still go back and make my 60,000 kwacha per weekend on weddings and photo shoots. I will still do that. I will go to South Africa and get the $5,000 I get when I go and shoot those events and stuff like that. In a month, I will still make the 100,000 plus that I used to make back in the days. Will I suffer with that? No. My kids will still go to the schools that they go to. Nothing will change. Nothing will change.
Okay. Interesting, Chella. We'll leave it at that for now. I know that you've probably got a busy day ahead as well. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you very much, Chimweka.
Nothing but love for you, Chella.
Me too much, Chimweka.
I got you. I hope next time there'll be no cutting of interviews.
No, Chimweka, there will be no cutting. But
all right, thanks once again, Chella, for talking to us. We've been speaking with Chella Tukuta all the way from Brazil. And interesting conversations there based off what had also been happening during the course of the week and the week before. I know that Kelly's probably done if he's not. And I'd like to have a chat with him and see what is going on. So we'll get to that piece of art that I'm looking forward to seeing after the break.
Original Zam dancer Emperor Peter Senzagaza representing for the people them. It's me, the bad man himself, for the people. Girl them and the dancer fraternity. You are on the table with Chimweka. Always.
All right, welcome back, and we continue with On the Table. My guest now is a visual artist who was working on the painting right as we were doing the previous interview with Chella. And I guess it's done now. I didn't really have time to send him the photo, so he just picked a photo. And am I allowed to get this? I have a look. I know the team has probably put this strategically too. Maybe I just need to look over like this. Okay. All right. Interesting. I don't know what do you think as the viewer. I remember this photo. This one was, I think, one of the recent photos that I shared on my page. Hey, but let's talk to the visual artist behind this, Kelly Zulu Arts. Kelly.
Yes, Mda.
Felaka?
Best, modifie.
That's best. I think this is a really nice photo. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome.
I first met you at the Taste Food and Music Festival. I was emceeing, and this is the same event where Drake came and performed. But you came through, and this is what I remember about that night. Bobbyist was, I think, on stage.
Yeah.
And then you came up to me and say, I want to perform. So I was thinking you're an upcoming artist, you're a musician. And then you're saying you want to perform. So I said, but how do you want to perform? Already the main acts have come through. Because after Bobby, probably is going to be maybe Black Diamond,
yeah,
Nasty C, Casper.
Yeah.
So I was saying, time is up. How do you want to perform? And you're saying, no, but I want to perform. Then after talking to the stage managers, they told me like, oh no, you're a visual artist and you want to perform while Bobbyist is performing. And then you got on stage and you did something for him, yeah, and presented to him. Yeah. So you were able to do these things in a very short space of time.
Yeah, I'm actually a speed painter. Yeah, that's actually how it's supposed to be. I work under pressure.
Okay.
In a very short period of time, I'm supposed to do something.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember that incident where we met, actually in a charing Karipa. Because I thought you knew what was happening.
Yeah.
Initially, I thought you knew what was happening. So, I'm come by the past stage anymore. So I remember I was telling you, when I get on stage, don't introduce me. You know, I don't want people to know my name and everything. Just don't say anything, because at the food market before that show, the guy that was emceeing actually said what I was about to do, so it killed the whole vibe. You know, people already knew what I was. You know, the Yo Maps thing, the time Yo Maps came. Yeah, so I performed after Yo Maps. You know, because something happened, I couldn't perform before him or during. So now, when I told you, don't introduce, you are also busy, I understand. So you're like, I know you can't shine because things are bad. I'm like, boy, I didn't shine. You know, honestly, I was hit.
Yeah.
Like, but now that you've mentioned it, that you didn't even actually know what was happening.
Yeah.
I understand.
And yeah, because it was supposed to be a surprise and do that, and it was supposed to surprise the people, and I think I only understood afterwards. But it still worked out. We'll talk about even the artist receiving.
Yeah.
I would like to find out from you, on average, how long does it take you to do a painting?
My performances?
Yeah.
So it depends with the size I'm working on. I remember a week before the Bobby East one, I did one for Danica at the music festival.
Yes.
That one took an average of 15 minutes. The Bobby East one also took like 15 minutes as well, but the Yo Maps one took 9 minutes. You know, so sometimes it depends on the amount of detail I want to put. You know, some figures are easy to work with, like Yo Maps face was easy to work with, you know what I mean? But Danica, I had to show glasses, there was so many things to show, and it was big. But the maximum I can go is 15.
15 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm working on at least making it 5. Yeah, that would be really interesting.
So the time doesn't affect your work at any point?
No. If possible, I would even want to work in a second, you know? That's the whole point.
So when you give these artists the painting, what has been the usual feedback? I mean, you've given Bobby East. I don't know if you managed to give Yo Maps, seeing that you performed afterwards.
For Yo Maps, really that day what I just wanted was to perform for the crowd. Not really Yo Maps really to get it. If he came across it, well and good, you know. But it was actually commissioned by Digital Events.
Yeah, the organizers.
Yeah, so they are the ones having the painting actually right now.
Okay.
So in a situation where he gets to see it, that's where he will pick it up from.
So when you give these artists, what usually do they say to you? For example, Bobby East, Danica.
Yeah, so it depends on how I really want to make it work, you know. Sometimes I would charge them. Sometimes they would charge themselves, you know. Then sometimes we would make a deal, because certain people don't really want stuff on their page. That's not them. You understand? There are people who would rather just maybe share other people's work on their story and not on their actual newsfeed. You know what I mean? So in a situation where, like Bobby East, I go to talk to his managers and everything, and himself though. We just, you know, thanks my guy, blah, 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 blah. They got my details and everything, and for him it was both payment and posting the thing. Not because I told him, but because he also loved it. I was also surprised when he uploaded it. I was like, oh, okay. You know? Then like Danica, he paid, plus he advertised. Mostly I feel it's, in as much as I would make them pay, it also comes from themselves, the appreciation they get. Like they feel they should appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
what's the most amount you've received so far?
From local artists.
Yeah.
From a local artist, though I won't disclose who.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't disclose who, but it was I think 6,500.
Really?
Yeah.
From a local musician?
Yes.
Danica.
No. Danica, because we still have so much to work on.
Yeah.
So Nanguma payment.
So probably then Bobby East himself.
I won't disclose. It might be him. But
So, okay. So which artists generally have you managed to interact with? You've done a painting for them and managed to present the painting to them.
I've interacted with Jcash. I've interacted with Chef 187. Actually, Chef 187 was the first local artist I interacted with. That was, I think, in 2018. But we've been working throughout the years. Some things have been silent, commission. Not really him, but family stuff.
Yeah,
you know, he
yeah, okay.
commissioned me to. But I've not really worked with local artists. Before the local artists, I was working with these international artists that come.
So, which international artists?
Okay, so the list. Okay, I'll try to put it in order. The first artist I worked with was Nasty C in 2019.
Okay.
Then I worked with Davido. Then I worked with Scales and Scales, Mr. P. I worked with Western, those guys from the UK.
Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I worked with Nonso Amadi. I worked with Black Diamond, Casper Nyovest. Who else? Ruga, Rema.
It's a lot of artists.
Yeah, it's a long list. So
And they've also have they managed to give you any form of monetary payment?
most of them, the money usually came from the promoters of the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the promoters of the show. But when I was starting, like when I was starting for the Nasty C one, I just did it, you know, like, oh, Nasty C is coming, and I was just trying out something. So he saw it even before he came, like a week before he came to Zambia.
Oh.
He shared it and everything on his Twitter by then. So by the time he was coming, he knew he would be finding an artwork.
An artwork. Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so...
And I guess it's not always about the money side, but also...
But why did Peter still? But the one that I was paid, if you talk about payment, was the Davido one.
From the organizers?
No, from him.
From him?
Yeah.
Okay. Davido, I don't remember when Davido...
2019.
That was, yeah, because it's a while ago.
Stanbic, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nice, nice. At least you get to work with these guys. But I'd also like to know your interaction, because even when you came here with Caleb Chisha.
Yeah, yeah.
For those who might not know Caleb Chisha, the one who did that painting, Iris, yeah, that one, that's Caleb Chisha. You seem to have a good relationship with him. How do you guys also share notes?
Caleb Chisha he's like an older brother, you know, and mentor at the same time.
Yeah.
And you know, when I was in high school, that's when I got to learn about him. By then, because we're from the same hood, we're from Ndola. Yeah, we're from the same hood. We've got so many things.
No wonder your Bemba is so good. As a Kelly Zulu, your Bemba is so good.
Yeah, and Kundola Mdara.
Zimandola.
Yeah. So I knew Caleb Chisha from my teacher in high school. You know, that was somewhere in 2013. Then I got to meet him in 2016 on my Pushani school. And the moment I got to meet him, yeah, this is sense, you know. And from that time, I think we've just shared that bond. He young brother, he advises me where I need advice. We work together, you know. Yeah.
All right. Before we go, or before you leave our interview, like what happened earlier on, just tell us what some of your biggest aspirations and plans are as a visual artist.
Okay. So, I don't like working alone. That's one thing I would say. I don't like working alone, and I've tried so many times to work with fellow artists. So there are those who don't, you know, you know, because you know when you just pitch out an idea, it doesn't really make sense until you do it. You know, I'll just give an example. Imagine if somebody just came to tell you, I want to create a cartoon where a sponge and the starfish are best friends. They live under the sea. Their boss is a crab. It won't make sense until you watch SpongeBob. That's when it will make sense, for example. So I've really tried to work with artists, but it doesn't really go well. But my biggest aspiration is one day to build an academy. You know, I don't have that academic background artistically, you know, because I'm self-taught, and I also learn from other artists like Caleb Chisha and so, you know what I mean? So if I will have to make an academy, it will have to build artists like me, mostly, you know, specifically, because I feel, I don't know if this will be a job, but I feel in the education sector, art is not really that, it's not yet
prioritized or prominent, yeah.
and it's not yet there, you know. So I feel, I think that's my biggest goal. Make an academy, make sure everyone is getting to the top, so we can represent this country well. We have so many good artists, so many, trust me, maybe even artists better than me, you know, but there are others are not even in Lusaka. Maybe I have a privilege to do whatever I'm doing because I'm here, but there's people out there, Kuma Eastern Province, Kuma Southern, who are actually very good. So if we can put all of those people, bring them together and make one team, I think that would be a dream come true for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kelly Zulu, thanks a lot for joining us. By the way, Kelly Zulu, yes, he did this. I messed up by touching.
No,
okay.
It's dry.
All right, so he's done this for me here. Absolutely love it. Where can I get a frame?
Mutown.
Mutown. Yeah, I'm gonna get this.
What you find them?
Nice. I'm gonna get this and put it there. Something from Kelly Zulu Arts. Remember to follow him on his social media, Kelly Zulu Arts, and you can get in touch with him. I had to give him a call by reaching out to his Facebook page, so you can do the same as well. Once again, thanks a lot for coming through.
All right, man.
And that's it with this edition of On the Table. Thank you so much for watching. We leave it here. Back again next week Sunday at 17 hours. My next guest, actually, next week Sunday is Pompey. Yeah, the father in town. We'll talk about fatherhood as well. So make sure you tune in next week Sunday at 17 hours. Bye-bye.